I thought I'd try talking while I'm walking, because I was thinking about Crimea and the history, and about sovereignty and disputed territories. And the main point about that is to recognize that you get all these historic problems, and if you're not going to be able to ditch the history, you've got to incorporate the history into your future plans. I don't know the history of Crimea very well, but I remember being really fascinated by the fact that Lewis Carroll disappeared for a couple of years when he was quite young, and it was around the time of the Crimean War. And I got it into my head, I don't know why, I got it into my head that his mother and his mother's death was somehow connected with it. It's just one of those weird feelings. So I've got a bag and a bottle. I decided to try and collect some of the rubbish. It's hampering me. On account that my other hand is holding a telephone. But he disappeared. I don't know. I also got the feeling that he must have gone to Ireland. He had some relatives in Ireland. And that history of William Sallow that was discovered in an attic in Ireland. I'm sure I actually saw handwritten on a digitized copy of that it was ghost written by Lewis Carroll. And the writing seemed to be Lewis Carroll. And I thought once my daughter would like to study that. One of the things he talks about is the identity of Shakespeare and a proof of that the corners of a right angle, the corners of a triangle, so to two right angles. And that's a definition by proof. And I thought that would be a bearing on his idea of the identity of William Shakespeare. It's getting windy. that sounds like chaos, but the thing I wanted to talk about Crimea was the way to resolve a disputed territory and accommodate the historical consequences of the original dispute, where you have different cultures within one administrative domain and problems of representation in a democracy. That if your goal is decent and honest, it's to say we don't even know what the issues are yet, but we're going to create the kind of conditions which would mean that we can resolve them, and those conditions are some kind of economic and political union. You don't have to escalate it into wars between countries. It's going to be pretty, but it's getting chilly. And listening to the way Putin and Lukashenko talked in that meeting, it's pretty clear that what they've been doing is, in the principles that you need to establish a union like that, they're common. They're going to be common across lots of disputed territories, and you need to find a way to connect them with the constitutions of those countries, but it can't be impossible. But all you need, it's possible as soon as you have the political will to say we're not going to live with problems, never mind actually make them worse and use them to satisfy our short-term political goals. We're going to actually create the conditions in which we can resolve problems like this, because it's not civilized to do anything else. And what's going on over Ukraine now and Belarus is not that. They're people just trying to destroy the attempt to do that, and that's like trying to destroy the attempt to live in a civilized way, and that and I'm getting the feeling now that there was something going on like this in the former Yugoslavia. mention at the event. It's going to be quite pretty. You can't see the time on your phone when you're using the camera. Boy, I can't wait until we've got decent software for these phones. It's just unbelievable what these things could do if you had people who actually knew how to program, who were responsible for programming. Unbelievable. I mean, what is it? This thing that got 2 gigabytes of RAM in a telephone. And the way the software has just deteriorated is just... If you want to see why, just look at how many button presses you have to do to insert a picture, to insert a photograph that you've taken recently into a blogger post. Just look at what you have to do. It's just so utterly ridiculous. And it's just patch this onto, patch that onto, patch that onto. Nobody's done anything. Nobody's done any maintenance. Nobody thought it was going to be a problem to carry on like that. Just keep on screwing up, making everything worse, and don't bother thinking about what the real problem is. Just patch it up. And it's the same attitude everywhere. And it costs a lot of money to do that, so you have to rip off all your competitors and stifle competition in order to carry on being able to do it. I had a conversation with Julie Moshe in the queuing up for lunch at Schumacher College sometime in 1991. And I said, I reckon you can pick almost any human activity and you can pick it up and put it at the top of a web, and you'll see that the entire system is oriented around producing that thing, and that thing could be software, or it could be cars, or it could be spaceships, or it could be anything. Because all the systems that we create are interdependent. Now, according to Google, it's the advertising industry and the music business or something. Or the pharmaceutical business.